It wouldn't surprise me if everyone is out of sorts today. Let's look at
This is where
Tess's
Tess
desk.
sat.
Before she quit. But what's on it? There's like a file, and then there's something pink, and it looks important, okay? I think we're supposed to talk to McAdams. This is so awful. That's Sully's ear with the earring that I hated. It's endearing now. Is this the next morning or something? John, let's talk to you.
My cigar-loving, donut-devouring FBI partner.
We had that line before.
McCoy?
Red?
Are you still on Davy's case? McAdams took me off it.
Everyone's being a little too,
Yeah, I'll let you know if we learn
blasé.
anything new, Erica. You found her. That's more than anyone else here could manage.
Found her too late. I'm gonna put everything I got into finding Sully. But McAdams really pisses me off.
Join the club. Look, Davies was his friend too. You're not the only one who wants to find this asshole.
So, McAdams hasn't changed a bit. How long do you think he'll stay?
Probably just until Davies' murder is solved. He's better suited to DC.
And considering how fast he got out of here after Scott died, I think he agrees. So why filling up here?
The top brass says go, you don't ask questions. All right, you do, but McAdams doesn't, even if he doesn't like the assignment. Besides, he knew Davies for years. He wants to bring in her killer.
You almost make him sound like a half-decent guy.
He doesn't have your spirit, Skippy, but that doesn't make him a bad person. Try not to piss him off too much, huh?
No promises.
Yeah, I have a feeling if we acted all, you know, head down,
I'm
yes
going to go
sir,
back
that
to
sort
my
of
work.
thing,
Go get him, Red.
that McAdams would, come to be okay with us, or what have you. That's not the type of person I am, and that's not the type of person Erica is, so F that. Why isn't everyone more freaking out? I was with Gwen when she was just flipping out about everything.
Samuel McAdams. He's been working in DC doing profiling for the last 3 years. I didn't miss him. I wonder if he feels weird being
You
back
were
in his
talking
old
again.
office. He jetted out of here after Scott died and Kane got away.
You gotta stop saying this stuff out loud, Erica.
McAdams?
Agent Reed?
It wasn't Tess. She was drugged and locked up in her car before anything happened up here.
Shit. Does she remember anything about the person who came at her?
Nothing too useful. Sir, given what was done to Sully and the case he was working on, I really believe that...
The wise monkey. I thought of that too. I've told IT to get you access to his computer. Get on his computer and find whatever info on this you can.
Abduction isn't part of the MO. She's gotten bolder. Something must have changed for her.
Find out what. Wise monkey is your case now, Agent Reed. Find Agent Sullivan as soon as possible.
So we can't work on the Davies case because we're too close to it, but it's totally fine for us to work on the Wise Monkey case after he abducts our co-worker slash sometimes lover.
I'll get back to it.
Even if
See
they didn't
that
know
you
there
do.
was any romance involved, like, clearly we were friends. It's a little effed up. Let's just get out of here. So we've got access to his desk, which is creepy and morbid, and I don't like it. It's a suffer ball.
This place is a mess. At least the file I need is on top. Sully's stress ball always looks like it's laughing at me.
Inside joke from the Phoenix forums, and I explained it in the TSL Let's Play, but if you haven't seen that, it's basically just a smiley on the forums that laughs very, very slowly and maniacally. It's called the Suffer Smiley. We like it.
All the trademarks of a Southie boy. The Pats, the Sox, the Celtics, and a big, huge Irish family. He's got 3 brothers and 5 nieces and nephews. God only knows how many cousins.
Southie boy? I don't know what that means.
You're gonna tell this crazy story to them over some beers at the next family reunion. Promise.
But Wally's missing an ear. Can we get that on ice or something? Like, those can be reattached, can't they? Because this is creepy. I don't like it.
Sully's hard copy of the Wise Monkey case files. Let's see what you got.
Okay, are these the, those are eyes. I mean, those are not eyes. What's this?
The 3rd victim was Colleen Lavery, a sophomore year Berkeley student majoring in performance. Found on a stage at the school, pushed from a set balcony and stabbed during the night. Her tongue and eyes were removed. This was the first time the killer removed more than one organ. A silver charm shaped like a G-clef was found with her.
Colleen Lavery, sophomore year student at Berklee College of Music, found killed on the stage of the World Players Theater. Time of death, 11:45 p.m. Found the following morning at 7:35 a.m. by the theater staff. Victim went to the theater alone, presumably to rehearse, was probably followed. Pushed from behind off of a set where she made an impact with the stage floor. Was able to stand after the initial fall, attempted to flee while fighting off her attacker. Defensive wounds on the arms matched 2 stab wounds in the lower abdomen. Death was caused by massive blood loss from the abdomen wounds. Eyes and tongue are removed post-mortem. A silver G-clef shaped charm was found at the scene as well. Similarities to the Jensen and Stewart murders suggest the same killer. Inquiries have been made with Daniel Chapman, Dean of Students at Berkeley, to investigate possible connections between Lavery and Jensen. Lavery? I forgot already. But what's with the... Okay, whatever.
First victim, Luke Jensen. Recently graduated Berklee College of Music. He was found behind his apartment in Brighton, pushed off a fire escape, stabbed, and his eyes removed. A silver violin-shaped charm was later found at the scene.
Found at 12:03 a.m. by a neighbor on the fire escape in their building. Victim had been pushed down the fire escape stairs, causing a fracture in the occipital bone and severe cranial bleeding. The victim was then stabbed in the abdomen with a 6-inch chef's knife, same as the previous victim. Cause of death was loss of blood from these 2 injuries. Eyes were removed post-mortem and found at the scene, presumed to have been taken from the scene by the killer. The cuts on the face indicate an inexperienced hand. A small silver violin-shaped charm was found on the scene during a second sweep for evidence. Recent graduate of Berklee College of Music, self-employed as a music tutor. The murder has strong signs of being premeditated.
Second victim, Nick Stewart, aka DJ Abhorrence. He spun at Jaunty Abyss, a club in downtown Boston. Pushed from a staircase outside the club, stabbed, ears removed. A silver bell-shaped charm was found with his body.
Professional alias DJ Abhorrence. Victim was found at 11:34 p.m. by a member of the wait staff at the club Jaunty Abyss on Lansdowne Street, in the alley behind the building. He was working as a DJ on the night of the murder, exited the building during a break, pushed off the back staircase onto the pavement. Death occurred from a blow to the back of the skull. Post-mortem injuries included a stab to the abdomen. So he was already dead, but she stabbed him anyway with a 6-inch chef's knife. She removed the ears. Small silver charm shaped like a bell. So they're all musical charms. Yeah. Oh, this is creepy.
Fourth and most recent victim, Heather Ann. a retired opera singer who also gave lessons. Found in her home, she'd been pushed from the upper landing of the stairs, killed on the first floor. Lived alone, no witnesses. Kelsey was one of her students up until last spring. Eyes, ears, and tongue removed. A piano charm was found at the crime scene.
Sorry, who was one of her students? Victim was a retired opera singer, and prior to her death was working as a music tutor, found in her home alone by a student at 9 a.m. upon arriving for a scheduled lesson. Time of death is estimated 10:30 p.m. the previous night. The house shows no signs of forced entry. The victim, who lived alone, fell or was pushed backwards down the interior stairs, sustaining blunt force trauma in many areas as well as a fractured rib, multiple fractures in her hands and fingers. She struck her head at the bottom of the stairs, was then stabbed with a 6-inch knife. Cause of death not attributed to the stabbing. Her eyes, ears, and tongue were removed post-mortem and not found at the scene. A piano charm was found near the body. Update. Partial fingerprint found on the piano charm has been confirmed to match that of a Kelsey Gardner, reported missing at a suspected runaway as of June 2011. Local FBI has taken over the case as a serial murder investigation. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, let's check out his computer to see if he has anything. So they've all been this music charm, and they've all had some connection with College of Music, whether they're recent graduates or what.
Sorry, busy this weekend.
Aw.
I can be a real bitch sometimes.
Yeah.
Whoa. This one's from the director of the FBI. It is with great regret that I must inform the Bureau of the passing of Madison Davies, the director of the Boston field office. She was killed in the line of duty during her most recent case in Boston. Madison served with the FBI for 22 years, an excellent agent whose history of work speaks for itself. She was a sharp-minded woman with an unerring dedication to her job, an example to us all, and she will be greatly missed. Effective immediately, Samuel McAdams will be the acting director of the Boston field office until further notice. Sincerely, Brandon Rahal, FBI director.
Wait. That name sounds familiar from the special thanks of the last episode.
Boston office agents and employees. As you know from Director Rahal's email, I am filling in as the acting director in the wake of Madison Davies' death. I will be arriving in Boston in a few hours. Like you, I considered Madison a personal friend, and I have every intention of bringing her killer to justice. You can best aid in this endeavor by continuing your current assignments with your full attention, and if you are pulled onto other cases or assignments, give those your full attention as directed. As details of the funeral arrangements for Madison are made by her family, they will be communicated to you. Samuel McAdams. Southie Townie boys. Don't forget our game against the Somerville Ballers is this Saturday at 2, and they've got their ringer, the infamous Miles Goodhue, in the lineup. Warm up and stretch those kicking legs, boys.
This is sad. This is even
Hey, bro.
worse.
Any ideas for Mom's birthday next week? As usual, no list. Think she'd like one of those ebook things? I'll make dinner reservations at the factory. You bringing Erica? Brandon. I just gotta make sure he's going.
That's really unfortunate. Okay.
The case database. I can access closed and current cases here.
Are we just not using our own?
I don't have any evidence to look at right now.
We're just not using our own computer anymore.
Kelsey Gardner, age 21. Born and raised in White Rock, New Mexico. Moved to Boston to attend Berklee College of Music, majoring in performance and composition. Dropped out in the middle of her junior year. Last known address is in Dorchester. Reported missing by her parents last June after a few weeks of not hearing from her. Last seen entering her apartment by neighbors 2 weeks prior on May 30th. Worked at a nearby coffee shop. Didn't report for any shifts after May 30th. She was suffering from financial issues at the time. Circumstantial evidence suggests she may have run away.
I'm not blonde, by the way. That's so close to my date of birth and also not right. My birthday's on the 7th of November. I just thought you ought to know.
I don't need to request any evidence right now.
But it's cool. Anyway, I'm in the game. I just thought you guys ought to know. Okay, we need to find this Kelsey bitch. Let's, should we talk to John one more time?
McCoy?
Red?
What do you know about the Wise Monkey case?
Sully was working it and now he's part of it?
Yeah, and I'd like to fix that, so a little help here?
Same as you, Red. I know it's on the file. If you're looking for where to start, check out his desk. He's probably got some notes that maybe didn't get on the database yet.
I'm going to go back to my work.
Go get him, Red.
I mean, I don't really know what other information we're supposed to get from it. I think we should probably go to...
I need to do some more research first.
Okay, never mind. Apparently we need to do more
There
research.
should be evidence from the Wise Monkey case on file.
Oh, so we should do a case search on the Wise Monkey case. That's fair. Can we use our own desk to do it? Like, just asking. It's a little morbid. Oh, but there's blood over by ours, so this is a little morbid too. Can we check our email? I just want to know what's been going on.
Hey, babe. We haven't spent time together in a while. Was wondering if you'd like to rent a movie and watch it at my place this weekend. Sully.
These we've all read, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Whoa. This one's from the direct...
Yeah,
It is with
we read this
Madison
on
effective...
Sully's computer.
Sincerely.
But yeah, that name, I believe I would know him, or know of him, in conjunction with a certain Katie Hallahan,
Boston office agents. As you know, like you, as detailed...
who might be, you know, one of the main people involved in making this game. Maybe.
Hey, sweetheart. I heard about what's going on over there. I'm so sorry about Davies and Sully, Erica. Are you alright?
Oh, you heard about Sully?
I've been calling, but only getting your voicemail. Just let me know you're okay. Love, Dad.
Can we reply?
I'm okay, Dad, but really busy. I'll call later. Love, Erica.
Okay. Good. Okay, cases database. Search for Wise Monkey case.
It's empty. Sully must have been typing this one. I should check his computer.
I'll submit this later. That's good. That's good, Sully. That's good paperwork doing. Good call. Okay, fine. Go back to Sully's desk. I mean, like, did he have something saved here, or what? Like, if I search for it over here, is it gonna be...
The Wise Monkey
Okay.
Killer is fixated on the removal of the eyes, ears, and/or tongues of her victims. Each victim has been pushed from a height, stabbed in the abdomen, and then had one or more of these sense organs removed. Cause of death has either been from the head trauma of the fall or bleeding out from the stab wounds. Removal of the organs has always been post-mortem.
Patterns...
Kelsey was gaining
Okay.
confidence as she continued to kill. Looks like Sully thought they might all be connected to her, and the deaths were part of some personal vendetta. Makes sense. Revenge killings are fairly common for female serial killers. Her method's particularly gruesome, though. Question is, why Sully? We've only had this case for a few weeks. How'd she even know he was on it, much less have time to plan this? Everyone on this list was musically inclined in some way. I need to find out more about Kelsey to figure out where she might have taken Sully. The Dean of Students at Berkeley is a good place to start, and her landlord can probably let me into her old apartment.
Okay, yeah, personal motivation seems likely. Remover of the organs may be connected to things the victim saw, heard, or said. So, it would be connected to things Sully heard? Chef's knife. Easy to understand. This is just a review. Suspect is female. Why kill the male, stronger victims first? What is the significance of the charms? Removed organs. Significant to each victim, or just taking more due to growing confidence?
One evidence form coming up.
Cool. I didn't expect that to work. This is really morbid.
Let's see what this gets me.
Though I don't know what it'll get me, because Gwen said that most of the evidence was taken.
I need the charms that are in evidence for the Wise Monkey case.
Thanks to that thief, I've only got one. Fill out the form and it's all yours. I hope it helps you catch that awful woman.
Here's the form.
Okay. Hang tight for a minute. Hope that helps.
It will, thank you. I've done everything I can from here. Time to hit the street.
We've got a bell, a guitar, and theater masks. Theater mask seems a little bit different. I don't know. Or we could just look at these again. Okay, let's get out of here. I think maybe I'll cut this video a little short, and then next time we can explore the outside world. Yikes. But see you then.